Hey gamers, I am CyberSnack7, hope we're all well guys. About time I did another video, haven't had a chance over the last week, busy at work again as per usual. So I thought, in reflection of last week's video, I've been thinking about my videos and I thought, well, I'm doing a lot of pickup videos and I haven't been doing anything else. So I haven't done a collections video in a while. And I've got a fair few game collections within my collection. So I thought I'm going to do a collections video, and this collection, it's been on the back burner for a good couple of years. I haven't shown anything on it in all the time over the 2 years that I've done YouTube. I've shown the odd game here and there, but I haven't shown the full collection. I've had my reasons. I've been like kind of bit collecting this collection, trying to get it back to the way it used to be, because unfortunately I sold half the collection off to buy something else, which was a massive regret as per usual. So I've been trying to get the games back that I previously owned in the collection. I've bought games that I've obviously never played before, and plus there's games in the collection which I've kept, thankfully, and some are good choice titles which I've managed to keep, because the rising cost and the astronomical prices for these games box to complete lately is just through the roof, and you got sellers who sell them reasonably priced, and you got stupid sellers that are trying to make hundreds out of you, and it just ain't going to work. But I'm not the only one who's going to be collecting for this system this year. There's a number of YouTubers who's doing exactly the same, whether they be loose cart or whether they be fully boxed and complete, and you know me, I'm going to be doing boxed and complete. So without further ado guys, let's talk about the system and the games that I'm going to show you. Now I've been playing on my PAL system for a while with a converter, but I've recently picked up a system just to tide me over until I can actually find a boxed and complete one, and it is this guys. Yeah, it's the American ntsc Super Nintendo. Now you know the collection that I'm going to show you, long overdue, and I think it's about time. So there's the system. I will get myself a box one eventually, but as per usual, hard to come by and very pricey. So there you go, the ntsc Super Nintendo collection. Got about 86 games so far. The total I want to get is over 100 this year, which is achievable, which I'm going to do. So, excuse me, what I'm going to do, the way it's going to work is I'm going to show you a number of games in each video, as many as I can. It's only ever going to be a 15-minute video. I've always done it that way. I like doing it like that. So show you the games themselves, the boxes, talk about the game a little bit, and then tell you the rarity of the game. Obviously there's a guide, 1 being not so rare, 12 being very rare. And then what I'm going to do after I've done a video is then revert back to my Superboy files. If anybody ever seen that video where I actually played a game on my Superboy and then put myself in the corner up here somewhere and waffled about the game. And that was quite popular, so I thought I might just revert back to that. So do a video, show you a number of games, and then if there's a game you want to have a look at, pop it down in the old comment box, and then I will then add it to my Superboy files and then show you gameplay and then talk some waffle in the corner up in a little picture. So before we start the collection guys, I'm going to have a drink. I've got one sore throat. Now, the way I'm going to do this collection is I'm going to give alphabetical order. So I don't get to show you the best games first, they're just going to come out as is, and you'll see what I've got. So, as I say, if I can fit seven games in a video, 10 games in a video, it all depends. We've got 86 to come. So we've got 86 games to see, plus what I'm adding on each week. So let's crack on guys. And let's crack on with game number 1, which is this one, Actraiser. Now you can see they're in the Sentinel covers, and I'm not going to be taking them out of the Sentinel covers. I can't be bothered with that, so that's for you Pete to do. You can take them out and show them all the glory, but if there's anything wrong with my games, if there's any blemishes, with any rips on them, then I'll let you know. I ain't going to lie about it. But as I say, I'd say about 75% of mine are in pristine condition. You know, as long as they've got the cart, they've got the instruction manual, and the box is in good condition, I'm a happy man. But anyway, Actraiser. I'll show you around the box. This one is in very good condition, as you can see. Sorry about the glare, guys. But yeah, this one is an action-based platformer / god mode game. You obviously take on the role of some sort of god, and then you obviously have a map. Every time you go and enter into a level, you've got a mode 7 mode which zooms down onto the map itself. You then go into certain areas, take on the monsters, take on the boss. Once you defeat that boss, then you claim that area, and then you then go into god mode and you build and prosper a city on these levels once you've done them. But as you progress, you obviously then have more to think about, more people to look after, more cities to look after, and it does get attacked while you're in other levels, basically trying to open up other levels. So it does get quite hectic and quite difficult to do. Graphically very good. As I say, the gameplay and the god mode, the platform action, does mix very well with this game, and a very, very worthy platforming game to have in your collection. So that's game number 1, guys. That is Actraiser. Now, game number 2. What did I forget? The rarity guide. Now, this game is a 5 out of 12. So that's like middle of the road. So that's not a bad game in rareness, to be honest with you. So there you go, that's Actraiser, that's rarity 5 out of 12. Now the second one is the sequel, or is it the prequel? Because I've heard too many stories about this, whether it be the sequel to this or whether it be the prequel, and it is Actraiser 2. This is in absolutely mint condition again, very, very nice condition. And the rarity of this one is 7 out of 12, so this one is slightly more rarer. This is obviously fully boxed and complete. Now this one, graphics to die for, absolutely fantastic graphics this has got. Disappointment that the god mode has gone. It doesn't take away that from the game, but it's like a little bit more interesting having that god mode in it as far as I was concerned. But couple of disappointments about this one. Apart from the fact that it's a gorgeous looking game and it plays like the level design is fantastic, but the controls to the character very, very clunky. It's very difficult to control the character sometimes, and the hardness is absolutely ridiculous. There's no like difficulty settings. You're stuck with the one setting, and that's it. That's just the way it goes. It's a shame, really, because as I say, the game looks fantastic and the level design is great, but the controls and the hardness let this down. So you're in for a rough ride if you actually sit down and play this game, unless you dedicate yourself and play this game constantly. You know, it's a very, very difficult game to get on with. So, but anyway, fantastic game, glad to have it in the collection, and that is Actraiser 2. Right, game number 3 is another platformer, one of 2 again, but this one is a really nice platformer, and it is Addams Family, and this is yet another one in very, very nice condition. Look at the back as well. But this one obviously follows the movie of the same name. The good thing about this one is the graphics are very, very nice, and the characters have very, very similar looks to the characters out the film, which is a nice touch. But obviously, as I say, it follows the film. You become all the characters. You've got to go around collecting all your treasure from your houses. You've got nice boss battles. It can become difficult. Never actually done this one myself, but still a very, very nice platform game. Obviously by Ocean. That's as Snes says, the seal of approval. It's got the Ocean on, and they aren't bad platform games, to be honest yet. So very, very happy to have that one. But that's the Addams Family. Now, following on with the sequels, I have the Addams Family Pugsley Scavenger Hunt. More of the same. Obviously this one is yet again in very good condition, but the story to this one this time round is obviously you play as Pugsley, and your sister sets you a challenge where you've got to go around the house on a scavenger hunt collecting certain items. Now I can't remember whether it's 4 or 5 areas within the game that you've got to get through, but graphics and soundtrack absolutely fantastic. but yet again, the game is super tough. It is absolutely ridiculously hard. I think I've done 2 sections of this game and I've actually got through it without dying, but the rest are just unbelievable. You've got to be pinpoint perfect with your jumps. It's just, some sections are just absolutely bizarre, absolutely crazily hard. But as I say, fantastic game. But it's one of them games, you know, you know how hard it is, but you just want to play it. You want to keep on playing it. But I'm not disappointed about it. Very glad I've got it. Rareness of this one, I think, what is it? Yeah, it's actually 8 out of 12, this one. So this one's quite a rare game, and very happy to have it in the condition that I've got it in. But there you go. That is game number 4, guys. That's Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. Now, bit of a difference, bit of a change in direction. Now this one's a side-scrolling beat 'em up. This one is like a Marmite game. I really quite like this game, but a lot of people don't. And it is Alien vs Predator. I really do like this game. It's in fantastic condition, as you can see. Sorry about the glare again. Absolutely perfect condition. Graphics, I think, are quite good. Premise to this story is you're the Predator, and you land on a planet. What's the name of the planet? Shanghai. New Shanghai you land on, should I say. And basically you're there to hunt humans, but you end up bumping into the old aliens. So you've got to take out hordes of aliens and get to the Queen and then basically kick her ass. And as I say, personally, I quite like this game. I think it's a really nice, you know, side-scrolling action beat-em up, because I'm into them. Absolutely love the side-scrolling action beat-em ups. So I personally like it. A lot of people probably don't, but I'm happy to have this game. Rarity for this one is 7 out of 12, funny enough, but it's still quite a rare game. But happy to have that. Absolutely just a bit to have that. So there is the next game, guys. That is Alien vs Predator. I got room for one more. Right, back to the platforming, and this one is the last one for this video, guys, and it is this one, which is Aero the Acrobat. This one is in absolutely beautiful condition. This is I picked this one up, and quite cheap as well, to be honest. Not going to go into the prices of these games, if you noticed. I'm not going to do that. At the end of the day, you want to find out about the prices of the games, go on eBay, go on a Snes collector, you'll find out yourself. I just don't want to go into the prices at the end of the day. I'm happy, I've got this game for the price I'm willing to pay. End of story. But anyway, Aero the Acrobat, fantastic graphical game. The levels ain't too bad, level design. I've found the only trouble with this is I found it a bit bland, kind of boring. I kind of lost interest in playing the game, to be honest. I mean, the game itself is level based. You've got to obviously get certain items and do certain things to progress through the level. It uses the mode 7 nice again, with the skydiving sections, but as I say, I will persevere with this game if I can, but I just found it a bit boring after a certain amount of time. Most games are samey, but this one, to me, it was the same over and over, and I thought, I'm kind of losing interest, but I shouldn't. But I will crack on with this. Whether I get the sequel to this, I don't know, because it's kind of a little bit more harder to get out of this one. The second one is, but still very happy to have this game in the collection. And I think the rarity to this one is, as I'm looking down on the paper, because I have to write it down because I don't remember a lot. An amazing 3 out of 12, so it's not that rare. But as I say, I didn't really pay through the nose of this one anyway. But there you go, guys. That one is the last one to my Super Nintendo collection, and that's the start of my Super Nintendo collection. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, guys. As I say, if you want to see a game in action, pop it down in the old comments box and I'll stick it on the Super Boy files, and then we'll have a look at the gameplay and we'll have a waffle on my next video. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching if you've watched. Thanks for staying tuned if you stay tuned. There will be more next week, plus the Super Boy files is on its way. So as always, I'm Cybersnake7. Keep playing, keep watching.